Commons is sitting yesterday.
Wow.
We're back at it this week. And I feel like Mark Carney might have some buyer's remorse about quickly calling that by-election so that Poilievre could square off against him in the House of Commons, because yesterday it was just an absolute delightful axe murdering from Poilievre to Carney, who's not good at this. And Poilievre is really good at this. But the Liberals blamed the Conservatives for shutting down the House of Commons yesterday, when that wasn't the case at all. It was when the Speaker ruled that the Liberals had to produce all their green slush fund records of corruption, that they're like, oh, you know what? Let's just go on hiatus here for a little minute. And then we never had the House of Commons again until they were able to switch out the top corrupt guy and move in another guy whose depths of corruption we have yet to find out. So let's watch a video on exactly what I've been talking about.
And we will be looking to all parties and all MPs for collaboration. There's a lot of work to do this fall, and this place works best when we work together. For our part, we will govern responsibly and work with politicians from all sides of the House. We'll put politics aside and put the interests of Canadians first. Where there is constructive criticism of our agenda with responsible alternative policies, we will listen. That means we are also looking to the opposition to conduct itself responsibly. I am under no illusions about what we face with the Conservatives under the leadership of Pierre Poilievre. In the last Parliament, Mr. Poilievre's approach was far from responsible. In fact, he shut down Parliament for weeks on end last fall, as I'm sure you all remember. He thought, and hopefully no longer thinks, a bad day for the government was a good day for the opposition. But this is not how this country runs. We need more good days for Parliament. And increasingly, Canadians are of the view that a good day for Parliament is when parties work together. Monsieur Poilievre croit qu'une...
Okay, that's enough. Everything he said about working together and being respectful had a big, like, asterisk on it, because then he goes, but those damn Conservatives, would they quit opposing us? Would the opposition please just quit opposing us?
Would they please just let us do our corruption in private? Thank you very much, without any scrutiny. If you guys could just all look away and mind your own business, that'd be great. This is what the Liberal Party of Canada is asking for here. And actually, this brings up something that I noticed in the mainstream media in the lead up to the return to Parliament. All of them were saying, Pierre Poilievre must calm down. He must calm down. He can't be this aggressive. Sheila, are you there, girlfriend?
I'm still here. I'm just like looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm just like,
sorry.
It's like the gaslighting is quite intense here, right?
It is off the hook. So they're all encouraging him. The Liberal Party, all of the Ottawa insiders and the mainstream media are encouraging Pierre Poilievre to just take his foot off the gas. And when your enemy tells you to do something that is going to serve the enemy, you should do the exact opposite. Not only should Pierre Poilievre put his foot on the gas and not let off, every single member of the Conservative Party sitting in the House of Commons must hold the feet of the Liberal Party of Canada in the fire. And this Green Slush Fund issue is going to be revealed. It's all going to come out in the wash. But what they don't want you to know, Canada, what they don't want you to know is which Liberal insiders all of that $300 million of taxpayer dollars went to. They don't want you to know what friends they gave bags of gold to. So Pierre Poilievre just has to keep his foot on the gas pedal, because obviously the Liberals don't like it. Don't like being called into question. How dare you question my integrity? Y'all are crooked and corrupt.
like it's very rare that I'm speechless. In fact, I do too much talking on this show. And I just out of the corner of my eye, I just put Green Slush Fund documents, and it's like all the responses. And it's like the Liberals want us to be hard of remembering. We all know what happened in the House of Commons and ground to a halt because you would rather not do the business of government. Like, they had two choices: do the business of government and expose their corruption, or do nothing and hide their corruption. And they chose do nothing and hide their corruption. And then they think that Canadians are not privy to the news.
And to suggest that a good day in Parliament is where nobody picks on the Liberals.
Right.
Like, that is the job of the opposition. The opposition is supposed to oppose.
It's right there in the name. Yeah.
It's right there in the name. And yet here we have the Liberal Party of Canada being like, please, Conservatives, stop being mean to us. We don't like it.
I put something in the chat there from Tracy Gray. She's the Conservative MP from Colonial Lake Country from November 28th, 2024, in case you've had, and you spent the summer getting bashed on the head with a hammer and you don't have a memory of these sorts of things. Let's just listen. She explains why nothing is getting done in the House of Commons for Steve MacKinnon, who seems to have forgotten. Oh, audio? Do we have?
To release documents that are the will of this Parliament, and it really makes us question what are the Liberals so desperately trying to hide? The government should have obeyed the request of the House of Commons. The House of Commons is the voice of Canadians, and the government cannot ignore this request. It's not just a request. This is an order of the House. But this is exactly what the Liberals have done, what the Liberal government has done. And our motion could not have been clearer. It demanded that all documents related to the Sustainable Development Technology Canada, now widely known as the Liberal billion-dollar Green Slush Fund, be tabled with the law clerk of the House of Commons and be transferred to the RCMP for investigation. But under the current Liberal government, SDTC became widely known as the Green Slush Fund because it was known now as a hotbed of corruption for use by Liberal insiders. And we know this because the Auditor General of Canada and the Ethics Commissioner and whistleblowers have uncovered clear and widespread corruption in favor of Liberal insiders. Parliament has been seized with this. And, it really bodes the question, why are the Liberals fighting so hard to not bring the documents forth and to not shine light on what has occurred? If there were all of these conflicts of interest, why would they not be wanting to have sunlight on the situation and bring all of this?
Well, so for those of you who forget, it was the Speaker that ruled in favor of the Conservatives. By the way, the Speaker is supposed to be nonpartisan in the House, but he is chosen by the Liberals from amongst themselves, generally speaking. So it was such an issue that their own hand-selected Speaker could not ignore it. And the Green Slush Fund was otherwise known as STDC. Sustainable Technology and Development Canada was created by and for Liberal insiders, and it was so corrupt that the people on the board selecting these projects were selecting themselves. But they were doing this thing where, like Annette Verschuren is one of these beneficiaries of the program she oversaw. What they did was they all are sitting in a room and they say, okay, we're going to vote on Annette's company today and see if Annette's company gets some money. Annette, would you mind leaving the room? And when you come back, Joe's going to leave. Okay. And then we're going to vote to see if Joe's company gets some money. And they just did that over and over in some weird, corrupt, perpetual motion machine. And Canadians are left holding the bill. And they say, there's no conflict of interest because I didn't vote on myself. Oh, but your friends voted for you, and then you came back in the room and then voted for your friends.
All the people in the room are on your side.
They're all on the take. Yeah.
Right. Like it's crazy.